So, yes, this is well, this is Boswell 3, but Boswell 3 has been suspended now for 2 weeks. So now it's Phoneybeetlemaniac for the time being. And I thought I would pop my cherry on this channel by dealing with a video done by a fellow Englishman who happens to be a Christian as well. I don't know if this pisses a Poe. If he is, well played, sir. If he isn't, well, we'll get to that. Anyway, let's begin this video, which is called Why We Don't Trust Atheists. Let's begin.
A lot of people in America, and indeed my country, England, a lot of people don't trust atheists. Now, the reason for this is fairly obvious, but I thought I'd make this video to actually explain what it is and why we don't trust atheists, and why we believe atheism is a terrible, terrible religion.
Firstly, I've lived in the UK all my life, and I take everybody as they come. It doesn't matter what they believe or don't believe. As long as they're a decent person, I don't really care. Most of my friends are non-believers, and I get along with them just fine. And I would trust them with my life. So I don't know where you're getting off on this thing that we don't trust. Americans don't, but that's because Americans are scared of what they don't understand. In the UK, it's less so, because religion here is more of a personal matter. What you believe and don't believe, is up to the thoughts and feelings of the individual. The powers that be, as it were, don't have a position either way, and if they did, they would. They don't feel the need to say it. Now, do I think that's right? Yes, because I think it's up to the individual. It's not up to anybody in power or in society in general to basically make it positive or negative to believe in God. It's up to the individual themselves to decide for themselves. But saying we don't trust atheists is a bit bad. And saying atheism is a religion, it's not a religion, it's a religious point of view, which is that there is no God. But again, there are multiple parts of atheism. I don't think it's really a religion. It's more of a outlook based upon religious propositions that you're not really convinced by them. Anyway, we'll let you continue.
Well, here's an example. I made a video that I put on YouTube a little while ago about why murder is terrible. And one of the comments, a private message that was sent to me, says, obviously written by an atheist, says, "You are an effing retard. Humans do murder, and we murder animals." You see, because atheists cling to this ideology that we evolved randomly, and that nothing has structure, everything is random, and there should be no law.
What atheists think that murder is okay? I'd really like to see them, unless you're talking about people like, I don't know, despots out there, but there are Christian despots as well. This makes no sense. Also, saying that we murder and that's okay, I don't think that many atheists would agree with that. I think that the argument, animals do that, so that's okay. Animals do a lot of things that are not okay. They defecate on the floor. They have battles for the alpha maleship of their pride, and a lot of other things that I think that we have now gone away from. And this is a bit of a straw man. This is a bit stretching the point. Just because one atheist says it doesn't mean that every atheist thinks that. And the idea that we evolved randomly, it isn't random. And I don't think atheists think that we evolved randomly. We evolved due to natural selection, which is the process that the animals who were able to adapt and survive were the ones that became more prevalent. The ones that didn't, unfortunately, died off. There is nothing random about that.
As law is a fabricated, ridiculous Christian thing, and they believe that we are all animals. We are just like ducks, pigeons, flies, geese, and horses, etc. Because they believe this, and because we kill animals to eat them, to consume them, they therefore believe, and they preach, that murder is good, but not...
Where do they do this? I'd like you to point me to an atheist book that says murder is okay. I'd like you to please point me to it. I mean, I'd love to read that book. I think a lot of non-believers would like to read that book as well. I mean, that says that as atheists they have to murder. That you know that the one of the tenets of atheism that you think that murder is okay. I would really like to read that book. You know, I mean, you can't just say establish a position that has no basis in fact. There is no basis for this. I mean, maybe some atheists did this, but not all atheists did this. This is very generalistic.
Not only is it good, it's correct. Atheists preach that murder is correct. And that's the most insanely dangerous ideology. This is why atheism is a cult, and its sole purpose is to preach ridiculous notions. This is the same thing which Hitler did to the soldiers.
First of all, Godwin's law. Secondly, no. You can't just make a lie. You make up lies or strawman a person's position. No, ask them their position. I mean, they'll tell you. It's not. It isn't some secret thing that they're wanting to murder people. No, and no. Right? If you want to know how it works, this is how it works. Atheists don't believe in things like the Ten Commandments, but they do believe in societal laws. So, are you going to say that societal laws and Ten Commandments are compatible? I mean, there's parts where they overlap. However, you say that they have no statement from law, so how come that every atheist isn't an anarchist then? Again, they're not all anarchists. Some believe in the idea of societal laws. Actually, they say that societal laws are the betterment of humanity. Have you ever heard of humanism? That humans are a better arbiter of what's best for humanity than, let's say, for example, a divine property. Well, let's continue. Shall we?
Soldiers wrong in killing the Jews. Well, they were preached. They were completely brainwashed into believing that what they were doing was right. They were brainwashed. And here we see this ever-increasing number of coming up the closet, if you like, atheists, saying that murder is natural and murder is correct. Just the same way we eat animals, we should be allowed to eat humans. Well, this is why we don't trust atheists, and I expect that we never will. Of course, atheists will trust atheists with their lives, ironically. So, yeah, that's it, really. That's why we don't trust atheists.
And with that, this video comes to an end. So, what do we think of it? Well, it's dishonest, it's libelous, it's frankly, it's disheartening. It's the sort of thing that makes me think that. I mean, seriously, man, do you really think that atheists think this? I mean, really? I mean, yes, there are some atheists who will think this. For the same reason, there are some atheists out there who will think that murder is just a part of the natural function of things. However, you can't just say, "Oh well, all atheists do that," just because one does. It doesn't really work that way. Right. So I would like a response. I don't know if I'll get one. So, let me put it as plain English as possible. Why do you think that atheists think that murder is okay? Do you have any books on? Again, you can't just use what one person says as a because you're just taking one person's word. I mean, there's Christians out there who think murder is okay. For example, the Westboro Baptist Church think it's okay to go there and protest dead soldiers' funerals. I doubt that you would think that was okay. You know, there are people out there who do terrible, horrible things in the name of whatever religious conviction they have. Now, you wouldn't like it if somebody applied that logic to you, now would you? If like, for example, one Christian said one thing and applied it to yourself. However, what the other thing that bothers me is that you don't think that that you think atheism is a cult. Atheism is not a cult. It is a negative response to religious propositions. And I'm talking to somebody who is not an atheist. So saying it's a cult, again, you can say that you disagree. I disagree with them. I think this may be a response to some atheists that Christianity is a cult, which again, I disagree with. I think it's more of a lifestyle choice more than anything else, and a lifestyle choice can't be a cult. However, I'd like to name me 3 sources which atheists say that murder is okay. Maybe so. Give me an example of an atheist who's not somebody out of your PM box who thinks this is okay. And next, give me an example of atheists who think with the way that atheism is a cult. I would like a response to that, please. This is possible through. Well, sorry. This is Phoneybeetlemaniac. Sorry now.